Welcome everyone to Epik Saturday Night Tournament. Here we have round one. On the left we have D Nasty on Dracotail versus Homie on the left playing Mementos. Here we're going to see him start off with the Bone Party. And the mace is going to be destroyed in order to special summon out the Anguish. And then here Anguish is going to activate its effect to search for a Memento card. Donnell's just reading it here. So funny enough, the round one that I actually recorded just didn't finish recording. Like, if it recorded the first 12 minutes, but not the entire match. And this one was from the week prior. But I figured might as well use this footage since I ended up capturing this one, and it's gonna work out. So from here, we're going to see the Sheepy activate its effect from hand, and we see Donnell draw Perillia rather late. You see often Perillia's triggered in the draw phase or standby phase oftentimes, and this time he decided to wait, and looks like it did give him a card. Mementos can play around Perillia pretty well, and this just goes to show that here is the only time that he's going to really give Donnell the draw. Now the Twin Dragon is going to destroy itself to add 2 cards, which is going to be the Combined Creation and what else here? Now this video is sped up 1.5 times. Courtesy to Donnell, he does slow play a lot. And then Memento combos take a long time. And this is no, like, no hate on the Memento player. Legit, your combo is going to vary depending on what you open. Wholeheartedly. So I do not blame him for taking his time, and he should. But it's just that the combo takes so long. I swear, there's just it's not really possible to get shortcuts, honestly, in my opinion. So they do have to take this one step at a time, or otherwise they do risk misplaying. Now here we see the mace got summoned back, and now he's going to destroy it to grab the fusion from the deck. And then from here, Memento Fusion is going to be activated in order to summon out the Creation King. This is going to dump the Combined Creation to the graveyard, along with putting back the Mace and the Twin Dragon to summon out the copy of the Creation King. And then Creation King can use this effect to, I think, dump 3 Memento monsters from deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Donnell, of course, reading the deck, might not be too familiar. In my opinion, Dracotail has a very good matchup against Mementos. There is, like, a match that I played against a Memento player, twice actually, with Dracotail, and every single time that I played against him, I just felt dominant. I'm not gonna lie to you. So here we're going to see Creation King dump Creation King, Gatic, and Akihiro onto the graveyard. One of those monsters will get summoned out by their own effect, I believe. And so yeah, Donnell, of course, giving the opponent back his cards, summoning out the Gatic. Gatic is now going to trigger, I believe, which would give him back the Bone Party, it looks like. So yeah, no response from Donnell. Now Donnell did draw a nib off of the Perillia, so he is going to be able to utilize that, but a smart Memento player always makes the SP before the Combined Creation comes down. So anyways, here we do see that the Creation King banished itself in order to, I believe, search for a Memento spell or trap. This might get him the Field Spell here, and it does. Field Spell, honestly, really good recursion tool, and I mean, what more could you want? Like, the deck is resilient, and it's super annoying to play against, so I could tell that, especially Donnell, considering he doesn't play that often, is going to have a really tough time reading and understanding what Memento is going to do here. But his hand looked pretty good, so he might be poised to win. So now the Memento Field Spell is going to be activated, and let's see. From here, I wish my boy Ton was on commentary with me tonight. It is pretty late in the day, and he also played a regional in which he went X2. Unfortunately, though, he made 12th place. So he stated that he misplayed the final round, and that really cost him top 8. But he got his invite, so. Now here, ooh, Donnell is going to drop Nibiru. Interesting. So, what does he do it to? On the activation of the fusion? I believe so. I think fusion can banish itself, pop a monster in order to add a memento spell trap from deck to the hand. So, funny enough, him doing this is kind of a neg because he's still going to be able to destroy a monster. You know, it destroys a token and now he's going to stay able to search. But it does force him to actually normal summon out the Dark Blade. So, Dark Blade destroying itself to special summon a level 3 or lower memento monster from the deck, which is going to be Goblin. And then Goblin is, let's see... Destroy a memento monster you control and send up to 2 memento cards with different names to the graveyard. And then we're also going to have the Akihiron special summon itself back with the memento Tlan. And also Anguish? I guess Akihiron can summon itself, right? Let's see. Yeah, if a memento monster in your hand or face of field is destroyed, you can summon it from the graveyard. So he gets 2 summons off of this. Which, again, just shows how resilient the deck is to just interruption. I think if I was Donnell, I would have waited on the Nibiru. But again, he did get an extra card off of it, so it probably did just go in his favor regardless. So, here, we're going to see... him dump the 2 cards, right? Yeah, and now he's going to go ahead and link summon for an SP Little Knight. No effect, of course, because he did not use an extra deck monster. And now he can summon the Combined Creation. So he's going to shuffle back 5 cards. It's going to be Anguish, Goblin, Seahorse, Gatic, and Sheepy to summon out the Combined Creation. So... I guess the only thing that really changes is nothing. Yeah, that Nibiru did 0 things there, but hey, you know, can't hate on it. So end phase, he controls 3 cards. Donnell is able to have 3+6, so he doesn't have to shuffle anything back. And it looks like he'll pass. So I'm hoping that Donnell doesn't actually play very slow here, only because... I mean, there's not much that you really have to worry about. You have to just like think about the Memento Fusion, the Mace Steel. I believe Goblin can prevent targeting. What else? Maybe a Droplet. He does have Bone Party as well. And Bone Party can bring out the Horn Dragon for the deck if he mains it, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but I know some people may not be a fan of it. So... okay, we see Luki as normal summoned from the Nasty side, and he's going to be able to add any card he wants. I didn't see 5 mana in his opening hand, so he might add that if he doesn't have it already, but I do think he also has Pan and Urgula, so he can put in a lot of work right now. And then the Combined Creation should have an effect on Resolution since he activated a monster effect, so let's see what ends up occurring here. Donnell... adding Urgula. Okay, maybe I was wrong with what I saw in his hand. And now here, we're going to see the Combined Creation. If your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon a Memento monster from hand or graveyard. And if he has Anguish there, he's going to be able to search for the Mace here. And, I mean, the deck is nice for a reason, you know. Lots of ways to find interruption tools. Okay, so he has Frixel, Pan, 5 mana, Branded Fusion, and Rahu. So on the activation, Chainlink 2, we're going to see 5 mana activate its effect to go ahead and fusion summon. Okay. I guess you would make Arthalion here. So he's going to send Urgula, Pan, and he can hold the Frixel. And it looks like he'll use Lucius. So this is, of course, resolving, unless... Wait, hold on. That's a second Lucius in hand? Okay, so he wants to be able to bounce as many cards as possible, which will be 3. Okay. So Arthalion's going to be summoned out, and then he's going to summon out the Creation King, which is going to be an interruption. This can pop monsters on the field up to the number of mementos I believe you control. So, triggers. Donnell's going to go ahead and activate Chainlink 1, targeting a 5 mana. Targeting the Nibiru? Okay. And targeting the... oh, he can only target 3 cards. So So maybe he didn't target the Nibiru. So it's going to be 5 mana, Combined Creation, and Creation King, right? And then Creation King is going to go ahead and pop. Yeah, I think they're just counting on how many was used from hand. Now, this is the dead air that I was talking about. But again, because the video sped up, hopefully we won't see too much of that. So we're going to see, yeah, Combined Creation, or Creation King targeting Combined Creation in itself and targeting Arthalion and Nibiru to go ahead and pop. So they are going to go to the graveyard. So Donnell destroying, of course, the cards in response, and then resolving all of his cards. So Ketu is going to be set, and then he's going to pop the Memento field spell. Sting is going to be set, and then pop the SP Little Knight. And then what else are we going to see here? Horn. And then he adds back the 5 mana. Okay, that's not too shabby. Let's see. On resolution, though, we are going to see Akihiron activate its effect to Reborn. And I believe he has Memento Fusion. So, you know, he's still in the game. So now he's going to summon out the Akihiron. And we're also going to see Pan activate its effect. So Chainlink 1 Pan, Chainlink 2 Akihiron. He's going to go ahead and summon out a Lucius because the Arthalion was destroyed, right, by a card effect. Let's see here. And now we're going to see Bone Party on resolution. Yeah, that works. So pop. He's going to summon out the Anguish. Anguish is now going to trigger its effect to search. And then does Akihiron get an effect on destruction? Let's see. Okay, it looks like it does, and that's going to add back the Memento Fusion spell. And then he's searching for the... What can he search? Mace? No, it's going to be Sheepy, so I think he's going to be able to go ahead and Fusion Summon out here. So Sheepy, activate its effect, Special Summon, Sheepy effect to Special, and Fusion now. Which it looks like is going to bring out the Twin Dragon, yep. Twin Dragon effect is going to destroy itself and dump 2 cards to the graveyard. What will they be? They will be a Seahorse. I don't even think it dumps. I think it destroys them. Seahorse and Anguish. Oh no, it adds them. Duh. And now we're going to see what else activate. The Twin Dragon to summon out Darkblade. Darkblade destroy a Memento in hand to pop the Ketu. And Ketu is at 1, right? So D Nasty could be in danger, but he does have Branded Fusion. We gotta love to see that. So Branded Fusion is going to bring out whom exactly? Okay, it looks like it's going to be the Albion. He can always go for a Mirror Jade if he wants. So he's going to dump Frixel plus Albaz. And it looks like he's still on 1 Fallen of Albaz, unless he doesn't have any Fallen of the White Dragon. Now, what are your chain links? I mean, Frixel's probably going to chain block the Albion, right? Which means you get to set the last trap, or potentially Rahu just to bait him into popping it, since I think he has one in hand. Now he is fusion locked as well, so no link shenanigans for him here. Doesn't look like the Memento homie is going to respond with anything, but I was wrong. So he is going to go for the Memento Fusion, which is going to send 3... Oh, really? You can use... Oh, he's going for Guardian Chimera. Okay. And he used 2 cards from hand, so he's going to be able to draw 2 and then pop 1 on field. So we're going to see Arthalion trigger, but he never resolved Frixel and Albion. Maybe he did that alongside with all of those effects. Let's see here. I hate how he's doing this, right? Where he has the Arthalion on, like, you know, down so that he remembers to banish it. That's that... That's what you do when you're old. Donnell is like 30 something. He's in his mid 30s at least. But he has played Yu-Gi-Oh for a very long time. I know that all the older players that play Edison and beyond, any of the Time Wizard formats do that. Like, for example, when you activate Call of the Haunted, you go ahead and you put it like upside down because you XCs with the monster that you did that with, right? Like, it's just funny. Okay, now he banishes, I believe, Fallen of Albaz and Urgula, which is going to pop the Guardian Chimera, so he only gets one pop, of course. And Guardian Chimera is going to pop the Arthalion and draw him 2 cards. Yeah, that's another thing. Donnell does not cut decks whatsoever. But he almost has game here, right? Like, if his Rahu Dracotail resolves, he wins. And it looks like that's game. So Donnell wins game number 1, and we'll be back in game number 2. And now here we are in game number 2, and there you can see exactly why I love Dracotail against Memento. I think gas for gas, Dracotail beats it every single time. But here we do see that homie is not just on Memento, he's actually on Radiant Memento, which is one of the topping lists that we saw in YCS Richmond. So this is pretty exciting. I wonder what the bridge is. I guess you could go Aerial Eater, right? Like if you play the Fiendsmith stuff, that way you can dump, what is it? Is it like Goblin? Is Goblin a Fiend? Goblin is a Fiend, okay. I wonder how that bridges into it, but I'll learn here. So, we're going to see Swen now after it's added. Grab Radiant Typhoon Vision. Vision is now going to activate to add... Maybe not. Maybe not. I was wrong. Forget what I said. Okay, so does he play Fiendsmith? That's the real question. Oh, okay. This makes a lot of sense. So Donnell on resolution is going to go ahead and activate Fuelos. Now this is a little rough. If you do play the Fiendsmith package, you're going to have to give the Dracotail opponent a lot of draws here. So either he plays into it or he doesn't. And it looks like here he's going to just go ahead and activate the Vision to add a copy of MST. I don't foresee him playing a super big... Oh, wow, look at that. A super big Radiant Typhoon package, so he's going to go ahead. And now, okay, he didn't cut the deck, but, Homeboy has to remember that every time he goes through the deck, he has to at least shuffle his deck, right? Okay, now we're going to see Darkblade be summoned. So, Darkblade, destroy, which is going to go ahead and search for a spell or trap, I believe, or maybe it's a monster. Let's see. Looks like it's a monster. I see Mace there, so it's going to special summon from the deck. Nice. Mace is now going to go ahead and trigger its effect to go ahead and pop itself and grab the Memento Fusion. And it looks like he's only going to give him 2 draws potentially. So here we see the Memento Fusion. So we're going to see Anguish sent to the graveyard, and he's putting back the Mace plus the Darkblade to summon the Creation King. So that is Donnell's second draw. Creation King now is going to dump a few monsters. Let's see which ones he dumps. Is going to be at least Combined Creation. Looks like also is going to be Creation King. Or maybe it's not going to be Combined Creation. I think he can actually keep going without giving Donnell too many draws, but we'll see. So he's going to go ahead and dump Gatic plus Sheepy. And then Gatic is going to summon itself out. Sheepy is going to add itself back to the hand off of the Gatic effect. Now he's going to banish the Creation King to add the Memento Field spell. Activate the Memento Field spell. And, I mean, where do we go from here, right? You still don't have enough Mementos to shuffle back for the Combined Creation if you have it in hand. He's going to banish the Fusion, pop the Creation King to search for a monster, I believe. Or maybe it's a spell or trap, actually. Yeah, I believe it's a spell or trap. It could be Bone Party, right? Okay, so it is going to be Bone Party. Memento, yeah, Memento fusion, not the fusion, but the field spell is not going to be able to reborn, which is going to bring back the Anguish. Anguish is then going to be able to search on summon, and I guess he's just explaining that to Donnell here. So summon, and then Anguish effect is going to go ahead and search for the combined creation. Okay. Can combined creation shuffle from field? Well, it looks like we'll find out here in a bit. Bone Party is going to be activated. Is going to destroy, I believe, combined creation in order to give himself the mace, which is going to be an interruption in Donnell's turn, potentially. And then we're going to see Goblin sent to the graveyard. Okay. So I can't tell you then that it was combined creation. It must have been a different Memento monster. And I guess he's also complaining about the Fualos. Look, Fualos is a good card. You just gotta work with it, man. You know, it does suck when it happens, but it's going to happen. So here Anguish is destroyed, brings out the Goblin. Now he goes ahead and sends it to the graveyard, the Gatic, to dump 2 other Memento cards. I need to get better at my camera placements is what I am, you know, learning here. Oh, he gives him the 3rd draw here. Maybe zoom out a little bit, you know what I mean? But that's something that I'm going to have to, you know, learn. Oh, no combined creation. Or maybe I was wrong. She's decided to set 2 before summoning. So here we see 5 shuffled back, including the fusion, to summon out combined creation from the hand. And yeah, Donnell's reading it. I don't know what he can reborn right now, though. Does he have any targets, right? Like if Donnell goes for like a 5 mana at this very moment, what could he do? We'll find out. Because it looks like he does want to trigger the 5 mana at the end of main. So, okay, no, we are in the end phase. So Memento field spell is going to set back the Bone Party and pass. Okay. So I do think that Donnell has a good amount of engine. We'll see what he can do. Ooh, he starts with a Harpy's Feathers Duster. Okay, that is amazing. So we're going to see him chain the Fallen and the Virtuous. Wow, I mean, every single deck is just playing this card. It is truly an amazing card. And now we're also going to see Bone Party activate to destroy the Goblin and Memento, no, Eradicator. Ah, wow. Eradicator would have been rough. That is crazy. Okay, summon the Anguish, and then he's going to say bye-bye to all his back row. From here, Anguish is going to be able to activate its effect to search. And he does have targets here for the combined creation. So I wonder if he's going to be able to maintain his board presence. So now we have Sheepy, and Sheepy's probably going to summon itself and fusion summon, right? No, not yet at the very least. So how does Donnell choose to continue from here? I see Zoroa in his hand, but under this board you really don't want to invest Zoroa. We see him start with a branded fusion. So Donnell looks like he's playing the Magistus version alongside of it, which is his preferred one. He believes that that one is the correct version to play. I just hate how bricky it can get sometimes. But I mean, when you draw Molchummies and Engine in hand, it seems like the best deck ever. So he's going to send Pan. It looks like he's going to send Albaz, and that should be it, right? I can't believe that he's going to invest any more for Albaletinus, which is going to be really good here. Pan can destroy the IP Masquerena. If he chooses to link summon with it, he can destroy the combined creation, which removes the... Okay, I hate him putting the counters on there. That card does not get counters. He could also destroy combined creation and make Mace not be able to be utilized as an interruption. So Memento Homie is going to have to force to use it essentially. So Chainlink 1, Pan. Chainlink 2, Masquerena. Now, I forget. Is Albaletnus able to be protected from, like, targeting, or is he going to lose this card? Yeah. Yeah. He's going to lose it. I can foresee SP Little Knight summon here. So, Mace actually got triggered, and now he's going to actually link summon with it. That's kind of dangerous, right? But hopefully Donnell doesn't make the mistake that I'm... Wait, what? Why are they all just... Oh, Sheepy Fusion. Gotcha, gotcha. So now he can resolve Pan. He's going to destroy the Creation King, which is not going to allow him to search. Or, I'm sorry, to dump. But he, I think, is going to be able to do something with it, right? Oh, well, we'll see. I wouldn't recommend setting the Ketu here for Donnell, because the SP Little Knight is going to be able to banish it on resolution. And he cannot interrupt the chain links. He has to let Donnell resolve this. I guess we'll just see. Yeah, I think Donnell wants to set the Ketu. It's not smart for him to do so, though. He should probably just set a Rahu, maybe a trap. Yeah, so he's going to set the Flame. Okay. I wouldn't set... Well, no. No, I wouldn't have set Flame. I would have set Horn instead, in my honest opinion. Okay, see, this is why you should have let him set first, so that you can also SP Little Knight. Maybe he also forgot the trigger. Yeah, Donnell's telling him, hey, you missed your timing. You know, you summoned the Goblin. This is over. But looks like he's being courteous and banishing. Make sure you guys do not do the same mistake and play really fast, okay? This is a big mistake that I see Yu-Gi-Oh players do all the time. It really irks me because you get to situations like that where you're like, hey, you know, let me do this, right? But anyways, here we're going to see Cartesia special summon itself since he has Fallen of Albus in the graveyard. And it looks like he's going to Fusion Summon. No, he's going to Zeroa. And I think he's discarded Spenta. Okay, Spenta, grab Crowley. Crowley is going to go ahead and now special summon itself if he pleases in order to go ahead and Fusion Summon here. I don't know whether you can Fusion, though, with this on the board. So we're going to see Zeroa equip. And then, yeah, maybe he should have done this first instead of going for Spenta. Because now he's playing too fast, and he missed like an important trigger himself, I believe. And again, he cannot go into any Synchros because he did Branded Fusion, so... Okay, Rahu Dracotail. So, using Spenta, Crowley, and Malulu to go ahead and Fusion Summon into an Arthalion. What an interesting line of play here. So now we see Arthalion, Chainlink 1, targeting Crowley, and probably SP, yeah. And then Chainlink 2, Malulu. I don't think I would have targeted the SP, maybe the Akihiron. But here we see SP Little Knight, target Zeroa, and itself to banish it until the end phase. Oh my god, then Donnell chooses to chain 5 mana here, even though he already marked it. But he could have also just done Cartesia, right? Like, I don't know. Anyways, here we see Zeroa, the Magistus, summon out. And then Crowley, since it's added to hand, gets to be special summon. And he's supposed to resolve Malulu. Exactly. See, I hate when they play too fast. You gotta take your time, please. They're probably pressed for time as well. But anyways, here he's going to Fusion Summon with the Cartesia to bring out the Archmage Wind Monster. And then he's going to summon off the Arthalion on resolution. Again, putting it upside down for no reason. And I think here I don't think it's actually over for the Memento opponent. Because it could have certainly been game if Donnell actually targeted the at least one of the Memento monsters. But I think he played that turn just a little weird, honestly. He didn't need to go for Zeroa with 5 mana. He could have held the 5 mana, in my opinion, and just played that turn a little bit better. But again, when you're constrained in time, you know what? That's probably not even the right word to use, but when you are like working against the clock, you have to play faster, you know. So we're going to conclude this match as a double match loss, and thank you guys for watching, of course. Epik Card New Games hosts its Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments every Saturday, Friday, Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Advance. And if you guys are ever in the Hearst area in the DFW, please comment out and play. We would love to get more players. We recently have actually gotten a lot more, so the more players we get, the more pricing that's available. And yeah, hope to see you guys there. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in round number 2. Peace.